a world where weapons fall heavier than raindrops, where lives are measured not in years but in moments of survival. There existed a man, gentle, humble, and kind, a man who healed the voiceless, comforted the wounded, and smiled even as the world around him incinerated. His name was Dr. Mu'adh Abu Rukbah, but in the eyes of those who knew his heart, he was the Abu Hurairah of Gaza. Dr. Mu'adh was a veterinarian, a learned man who chose not wealth but mercy. He spent his days rescuing injured cats, healing wounded horses, and teaching others how to care for Allah's creatures in a land where mercy itself is under siege. He worked with Sulala Animal Rescue, the only organization in Gaza that still fights to protect animals amid rubble and ruins. When the air filled with smoke and fire, he stayed behind, tending to the frightened and hungry creatures that others could not save. And those who knew him say he loved his cats dearly. He would feed them, play with them, and shelter them, just like the noble companion Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. The one whom the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself named Father of the Kittens. On October 10th, when a fragile ceasefire was declared, Dr. Mu'adh decided to go home, to Jabalia. He had been living in a tent in Deir al-Balah, and he wanted to collect his belongings. He thought maybe it was finally safe. But safety in Gaza is an illusion. Unaware that he was close to what Israel calls the yellow buffer zone, he walked the road home, a road that should have led to his family but instead led him to his death. He was shot dead by Israeli forces after the ceasefire. Put to death not in war but in its supposed peace. Dr. Mu'adh, the one who took care of the animals, who loved the cats of Gaza, the Abu Hurairah of Gaza, left this world. He showed mercy to animals just like the noble companion Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu. At his loss, his family and friends cried for sure, but there were several animals too who cried at his loss, but their cries went unheard. Abu Hurairah reported, "The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, 'A woman entered the hellfire because of a cat or kitten she had imprisoned. She did not let it eat, nor release it to eat the vermin of the earth until it died emaciated.'" Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu showed that mercy to animals is a path to Jannah, and cruelty to them leads to ruin. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu was well known for his extensive knowledge. He narrated 5,374 hadith, more than any other companion of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Dr. Mu'adh specialized in healing wounded animals, caring for them when they were afraid of the dropping weapons, and feeding them when even humans were dying of hunger and starvation. Both committed their lives to making the world a better place. How could anyone not see the reflection of that mercy in Dr. Mu'adh, a man who healed Allah's creatures when no one else could? He was not just a vet, he was a servant of Rahmah, mercy. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The merciful are shown mercy by the most merciful. Be merciful to those on the earth, and the one above the heavens will be merciful to you." Dr. Mu'adh's family was waiting for him to return after the announcement of ceasefire. His wife, his 2 small sons, but their well-made days turned into nights, and nights into silent prayers. His brother searched for him, and what he found were bodies, lined near their home, each life cut short. He hoped desperately that maybe Mu'adh was captured and not executed, but after 9 long days, his lifeless body was found. A man who healed the wounded horses of Gaza, a man who fed the hungry cats of the refugee camps, a man who smiled in the midst of ashes was taken by bullets of hatred. His hands that once gave life to animals now rest beneath the soil of Gaza. And we wonder, how many such souls must the earth swallow before the world feels shame? Just as the death of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu left a void in the Ummah, so too does the death of Dr. Mu'adh leave a void in Gaza. A man who healed Allah's creatures in a land where men destroy them. He was Gaza's Abu Hurairah, a man who loved Allah's creation because he loved its creator. And though his body lies beneath the soil, his mercy lives on in every creature he saved, in every heart that remembers him, and in the eternal record of a Lord who never forgets a single act of kindness. Indeed, Allah does not let the reward of the doers of good be lost. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakumullahu khairan.